Lois, this message is super annoying, but see if that one has anything useful to say.
Message 312. I must say, I am quite pleased with the progress I have made, and believe that with this new curation of constructs I have made, I will finally have an honest to Corinda shot at leaving this awful place. As for the new power source I was given last night, it has remained mostly stable, and I trust it will continue to. Cheers!
She rushes forward, swirls around her glaive, and she pulls it back and just rams it up into the head and, back into the wall. And with her smite, just, explodes the head.
There's a surge of white light into it, and you see the head explodes off, flies, hits the other side of the room. Inside, you see an unconscious, bloody Professor Rosefang. You also see, inside in a clasp, a glowing red bloodstone that is heating up. You open the door, and inside you see a quaint workshop. Kaya, you see 3 things. 1 is the finished blueprints for a clockwork dragon. 2 is the half-finished blueprints of what appears to be a massive clockwork colossus with a draconic head and big clockwork angel wings. And you see inside, the diagram is drawn to be hollow, and you see there are multiple clockwork soldiers inside. And you find a Gollum manual of clockwork making.
They're walking back, and Jerusalem's just like, we gotta raise our rates. Jerusalem sits in his room at the guild, for the Braid in their building, and he reads some private letters from his family. And the first goes, Dear little brother, your dealings with the Lumi family have made their way back to Spider's Keep, courtesy of our uncle. Needless to say, he is pretty mad, and you should really be more careful. Remember, there is a difference between doing business with those inside the walls and those outside. Appearance is everything. And if we don't have respect or dignity in the eyes of the people, then it's only a matter of time before we don't have gold either. Keep your nose clean, and your ledgers cleaner, unless you know you can get away with it. It's alright to want more, but you mustn't lose perspective. Luxabel has also brought her complaints to Mother and Father. They've supported you and made it clear that the family refuses to take any disciplining action, but the loss of the Lumi's friendship is still frustrating. Up till now, we were afforded certain benefits due to our family's friendship, which have all been rescinded. The way they have decided to handle the situation going forward is to allow you two to sort out situations between yourselves. The Lumi are dead, well, they're not dead.
We killed them all!
Yeah. The Lumi are I'm sorry.
You're doing great.
They're dead. You're dead. They're all dead.
They fell into the ocean.
You're right. They didn't make it.
They didn't make it back to the island.
They're sleeping with the fishes now.
Okay, I'm sorry, Riley. Riley, you're beautiful intros. I'm sorry. The Lumi are dead set on Maribel's return, and now hold even more of a grudge. Luxabel is still recuperating from her injuries, but for what I've seen, they're back on the market for another guild. That's all I have to say, but enclosed is another letter, this one from Uncle. He is less pleased with these turns of events, so he would like you to come aid him with something. I think his pride is wounded somewhat, since he set up the meeting to begin with, so please do your best to humor him. Anyway, I hope you have a profitable time, Xandria. We love and miss you. Your beloved sister, Estiero Secretary, Heliopoly. So, that one was from Jerusalem's older sister. The oldest sister.
Mm-hmm.
And the next letter is from Jerusalem's uncle. And the beginning just says, Nephew, due to your egregious mishap, your presence is requested as soon as possible in the town of Shadowhorn. My recent attempts at establishing a company house in the city limits has reached an impasse due to another guild also vying for the same position. I will be able to stall for a maximum of 3 weeks, though any longer, and I will be forced to concede the position. This is unacceptable, and this obstacle will need to be removed from the locale, delicately or otherwise. However, I am unable to reassign the necessary staff from their current engagements. All that I require from you is additional manpower. Consider this recompense for your botching of my previous handout. Bring your guildmates to provide support to your cousins, who I've sent for. Upon arrival, you will assist them with the removal of the rival guild. They are known to the town as the Obscura, and while they have set up in town as an adventuring guild, I feel they may also be competitors in the family business. You will be able to spot them by their symbol, a half-closed eye with a coin for the pupil. As for what you do with them, it isn't important to me, and I look forward to seeing your methods of choice in action. Since payment is clearly so important to you, I will happily provide a sufficient reward for your services rendered, as well as the knowledge that you have redeemed yourself after the Lumi job. Conditional upon success, it need not be stated but this is a very important venture for not only me, but the whole family as well. We at the Moon Brotherhood look forward to your imminent arrival. Uncle Mooney.
Yeah! Good job!
He was so passive-aggressive, I love it!
Yeah. So Jeruselem puts the letters away. He must go to his uncle's call because loyalty to his family comes first.
We ended our last episode with you all finishing up Onash Lovesh's dungeon, I guess is the way to put it. After you finished raiding the laboratory, you handed off the important papers to Professor Rosefang, and you all ventured back into Xandria. It's been a couple of days, and your mail from Shadowhorn has returned from the White Messengers. Just a little bit ago, Jeruselem, you have been brought to these two letters by Crumpet. Obviously, you returned with a good deal of gold, but you all also returned with your first magic items as well. Okay. So anyway, you returned back with all that loot that you got. You gained one experience point for your troubles. Professor Rosefang said he'd be sure to recommend you to the city for your service. And then Crumpet came and brought you these letters the next day. So you all need to take a travel to Shadowhorn, which you know is about 2 weeks' journey away at regular pace.
What does that mean?
It means you have 2 weeks because the letter said your uncle can give you 3 weeks, and you know that it takes the White Messengers a week to travel since they automatically travel at a faster pace than you.
So basically, once we get there, we'll have less than a day to solve the issue?
Once you arrive, you will have to immediately kick into gear, yeah.
Oof.
Unless you travel faster.
Can we travel faster?
Is there any way to travel faster?
It's called traveling at a fast pace. Let me tell you about it.
Sure, man.
Go all ahead.
You can always travel fast when you want to travel fast.
You can always just walk faster.
Walking faster is an option provided by the DM. By the DM. By the Dungeons & Dragons Standard Book.
How does that work?
Well, you walk at a faster pace. It cuts down your travel time, but it gives you a -5 to your stealth checks, I believe. Let me check.
Are we going to need stealth?
Are you planning on having us do encounters between now and there?
I sure did make random encounter tables.
Well,
it's not stealth. I apologize. It is a -5 penalty to perception.
Okay.
If you move at a fast pace.
Well, I think we want to get there as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think we'll risk the -5 to perception.
Okay. So do you guys want to go buy supplies in the Xandria Marketplace, since you will have to be traveling for at least a week?
How many rations
right.
do we need?
Food is the thing. Um,
Well, how often do you want to eat for 2 weeks? Or 1 week?
well, if we're going extra fast, I'm fine with buying 7 days of food. Like,
yeah,
we might
I
want
have
it,
4
you know.
days of rations. I might need some more.
Okay. Also, if you guys pull up the map, you will see there's kind of some sections of water in between here and Shadowhorn, so if you want to move as quickly as possible, you may need to rent a boat.
Or go around even faster.
Are there no...
Go around
no
would
ferries?
add time, for sure.
Are there no ferries across these rivers?
You sure do know Jag.
No, like, are there no...
God.
Are there
think
no...
Jag's
I was gonna say, are
be
there no,
very
like,
happy.
literal ferries? For, like, this stuff?
I guess you can rent a ferry, but they're not going to have the discount. Jag is the one that offers you boat rides with a discount.
I don't know if you would pass the second two. The first one, maybe, because it's right next to Xandria.
Yeah, he'd have to go around and meet us on the other side.
Which is kind of, pain in the ass.
In which case, we might as well just take a boat there. What are we doing? Let's just take a boat there.
Go by sea route?
Yeah. It's faster than walking. Hey, Riley. How many miles is it to... Where are we going? Shadowhorn?
Shadowhorn, yes. It's 350 miles if you go straight there.
One moment. I want to measure a thing. Okay, so by boat, it looks like it would be maybe 450 because it's a curve. And how long does it take to walk a mile?
You know that walking there at a normal pace would take you 2 weeks. If you walk quickly, you could maybe make it between 1 week and 10 days.
I'm fine with just walking if we can't secure a boat that'll take us around.
You know
Riley, what is the name of that peninsula?
that peninsula?
Between Xandria and Shadowhorn, the one that's kind of surrounded by
Right
rivers.
there. I guess it would be known as Swallow's March Peninsula or the Xandrian Peninsula.
I don't know what kind of boat we're taking, but sailboats go 115 miles a day, so we could get there in maybe 4 days.
If you take a boat?
That is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You know that Jag will let you will travel on the boat for 12 gold a day. If you rent a regular boat, it would be 12 gold per person per day.
We all just go, hey, Jag, sorry about threatening you twice already.
And also forcing you to take us to the Red Isles.
There. Got some extra business there. Yeah, I think the boat. Jerusalem's like, you know, he'll do anything to help out his family.
What did you
Okay.
say it was 350 miles?
350 miles straight there.
Okay, so yeah, I would say add on an extra day for the extra amount that we have to go around the peninsula.
So you said you could get there in a
4
boat
days.
in about 4 days?
Yeah, because if it
Okay.
was straight there in a boat, it would be 3 days, but we have to go around the peninsula, so I would say add a day.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys go to Jag?
Yeah.
Or do you
Yeah.
want to do some other shopping first?
I would like to... Well, I'm gonna be with Jag... We're gonna be with Jag, who has the rations, so I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick question. Is Crumpet coming along, or,
Wait, no, Crumpet has to guard the house.
You mean are 3 huts and a shared garden with a small office space?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
We have 28 gold in our safe. The rest is in the bank. Are you sure?
Do we want to bring
Do
Crumpet?
we only have 28 gold?
You only have 28 gold at your house, yeah.
I thought we had more than that.
You put your... I mean, I don't know how you split up the gold you just got, but you put the
Oh no,
rest of
only
your...
the jewels are going in the safe.
Okay.
So that's adding
Yeah.
190
And you mean the
gold.
bank.
Yeah, the bank.
Yeah.
Only the jewels are going in the bank. The money goes in the safe because we need to use that all the time.
Okay, so there's
Okay.
190 gold in the
100,
safe.
no, 200,
208.
208. That's right, plus the 28.
218 gold
Wait.
in the party safe.
Wait, if we're at
And
90,
in the-
that's not 20, that's 208. You need 10 to get to 100.
208, you're saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, let me just do... Yeah, that sounds right. And you put the 3 bloodstones into the hoard.
I think we actually have like 308 because we added 190 to the 118
Oh, that's right,
we
and
already
Flip
had.
paid us 90 up front, so that got added.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
So
so
we're
we
at
got
308
paid
right
90, so that was at 118, plus the 190 that we found, and now it's 308.
So we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Either way, Crumpet, I really don't want to take you on any missions.
Oh.
I just don't want Crumpet to die.
Look, man, you're too valuable.
Also, we need someone to take any messages for us when we're gone. You know, if any customers
Oh, that's
come.
true.
Oh,
He's our
okay.
secretary.
Yeah,
I feel both
he's-
wanted and insulted. But, okay. I will buttle, here.
Crumpet, you are our most valuable asset.
Mhm.
Without
That's
you, we
debatable.
would fall apart.
Jeruselem over in the corner, like, well.
Wait, if
No,
someone
but-
comes in with a job, could I take it?
You know what? Sure.
Okay.
I don't see any harm in that.
Crumpet, no!
Sure. I'm a level 1 fighter.
Crumpet!
I've got my
You know,
little
just-
spear.
just-
No!
Just take whatever's in your capabilities. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm well aware of where I'm at.
any more than a one frog job, make sure, you know, just keep it on the back burner for when we get back.
Absolutely.
Riley, I can't wait for us to come back and you're like, oh yeah, Crumpet's gained 1,000 gold.
Crumpet's lost an arm and replaced it with like a cool mechanical claw. He's like,
Crumpet set up his own mafia.
I had to slay a dragon, but I've done it. I freed the Red Isles from the influence of the lower planes.
He set up the
Kylie's so
system where
mad.
he pays other adventurers to go complete quests and he gets a portion of the thing, so he's just getting us more money.
It was
Crumpet's
all
like, yeah, I
rather
started
easy.
a business. We're now paying other people.
Due to the legendary cursed blade Muramasa that I found hidden at the bottom of a cave. Okay.
Oh.
Now, we're gonna get back and Crumpet's gonna have invented a new recipe and become, like, super popular in the town.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely going to be rolling some luck checks to see what happens to Crumpet.
What, Riley, what is the motivation behind this character? What are his hopes and dreams?
Jeruselem, I would love for you to roll a history check.
Yes, I actually am happy about this.
Wow.
Everyone loves Crumpet.
Crumpet's
And if you're
great.
a fan and you don't love Crumpet, are you even a fan of the MXP at all?
Honestly.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me check what's my bonus to history. Oh, I got a 23.
Incredible. So here's what you know is Crumpet originally came from the swamps over by the Great Verdant, near where Greenwill is. He comes from Ravenfoot Bog. And basically some of his, some of the Bullywug people and other, swamp inhabitants are sometimes, brought into Greenwill as, workers. And, if they make a living and stuff and can afford, they can, live in the city. And, you know that Crumpet worked incredibly hard and got himself a job working for the Estiero family, in the Greenwill, branch. For some time and was working there until he was able to transfer positions where he became the Estiero family butler, one of the servants in Spider's Keep. When you came of age and it was decided that you would have to start your own branch, your own business that worked for the STRO company with just like your siblings before you. You all are given exactly one servant and sent off into the world to make as much money as you can. And the servant they gave you was this little bullywug named Crumpet. He is a level 1 fighter. And that is what you know about Crumpet.
What level butler is he?
Oh, he's a level 90 butler.
Amazing. No one can butler better than
No
him.
one.
CR30.
He's a CR30 in the butler world, but only in the butler world.
Only when it comes to butler skill checks.
Yeah.
Butling skill checks.
You know, he probably still has family in Ravenfoot Bog. And probably sends money to them, or maybe he doesn't. His salary is 1 gold a day.
That's actually pretty good, though.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Do we need to keep track of that coming out of, like, the guild's pool?
Currently that is being handled by your family.
Okay.
It won't be handled by your family forever. But as of now, they are keeping your hireling afloat.
Okay. I bet there's some, like, milestone. Like, once you reach your first
Yeah.
500 gold.
Once they know you can afford your own frog.
Yeah. Goodness. I love this so much. Yeah, I think Jeruselem really likes Crumpet. Likes having him around.
let me let you in on a little secret. I also really like Crumpet.
Yeah. Jeruselem has a god complex. That doesn't mean he's an asshole.
Yeah.
So, alright. So we're going by boat.
Yeah.
We could probably do some shopping in Shadowhorn once we get there and kind of get an idea of what we need.
You know, Shadowhorn would have different shops than the ones in Xandria, which means they might offer other things that you can't get in Xandria.
I think
Yeah.
we could shop there, but I do want to buy some rations from Jag when we start.
Yeah. Okay.
I still haven't spelled amethyst correctly in the word.
And with gold.
The amethyst worth 100 gold.
Hey, 2 gold gets us 4 days of rations.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll purchase that as well
Yeah.
from... What was the shop again?
Jag's very good.
Jag's very good objects.
So I am going to also purchase it. So I will remove 2 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, my 254 went
2
to.
gold from her. How do you have more money than I do?
Because Lois bust.
Oh yeah, keep stealing.
Yeah, also, I think you spent most of your money on the potion, so...
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
get healing potion.
I did buy a potion. For a rogue, I haven't actually stolen much.
And because you're an assassin.
I'm just kind of holding on to everything, which, I guess could be considered stealing since I'm not sharing it, but, I'm also the leader, so it's what I do.
Jeruselem mutters something about trickle-down economics and then quickly puts his coin purse back into his pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all going to Jag's. Jag's very upset.
Yeah.
Well, we just paid Jag some money for his goods. We come into the shop, say, hey, we're not gonna...
Customary
try and
greetings.
We're not gonna swindle you this time. We are buying some supplies.
Why would you outright say that?
He narrows
That's what
his
we did.
iguana eyes at you.
Because that's what we did the
Yeah,
last
but you
2
don't
times,
just-
Kaya. You are not going to intimidate him or strong-arm him.
That's.
We are going to pay our way to Shadowhorn Square, fair and
Royce
square.
looks one moment off from strangling Jeruselem himself. Like, he looks like his jaws clench, and he's like, here's 2 gold for some rations. I'm gonna sit over there before I do something I might not even fully regret. And walks off towards the end.
So you all give Jag 2 gold. Jag gives you all 4 days of rations each, so now you have 8 days of rations. And Jeruselem mentions that you would like to buy passage to Shadowhorn.
Yes.
Okay, that is a 4-day journey. That'll be 12 gold per day.
12
which
times
you
4
pay
is
at
48.
which you pay at the end. So if it takes longer, you'll end up paying more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll come
And-
out of our money pool because it's
Yeah.
for a job.
Okay.
Let's see. Add that to the money pool.
Just a second. I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
48 G for a trip to... Where are we going? Shadowhorn.
Kaya's getting, like, all excited. She's bought a little hat. She's, like, got little travel glasses. She's fully in tourist gear. She's got a little book bag, and she's like, wait, where are we going again?
I don't know why, but I feel like I'm gonna need to roll a con every time we go on the ocean, because I want to see if Lois gets motion sickness. Because I didn't realize this, but I kind of wanted to do that last time.
I do want to say, I had an idea that I thought Kaya would do. After Jeruselem figures out, like, the whole, how many days it would take, this is how much we'll pay you, and stuff. Kaya goes over to Jag, and she's just, you've been a very good, shoot, what's the opposite of a customer? Where are the customers? He's...
Business?
No, not client.
Business?
No. It's a relationship. It's a word...
I like to think that Kaya is saying all of this out loud and Jag is just glaring.
No. She would know this word. She's a writer. I'm also a writer.
What is Kaya trying to say?
What is our relationship with Jag? We're his customers, but he is our what?
Contact? Go-to boat guy?
Go
is saying all these
boat
in-world.
guy. Incredible.
I think contact? Liaison?
Friend?
You know
Question
what?
mark?
I'm just gonna... Kaya's just like, you have been a very good friend to us, even though sometimes we are not very good friends when we're in hurries. I wanted to give you a blessing from us just to show how much we really do appreciate you. And she's going to tip him 20 gold.
That's coming out of her pocket, right?
Yes,
coming out of
my
Kaya's
pocket.
pocket, yeah.
I feel bad.
You realize, like, you have now paid more than you strong-armed him for in the first place.
It's fine.
Okay.
I think Kaya does this every once in a while, like, after all the strong arming that, mostly you guys, but sometimes her when she's upset, that we do to him. Just every once in a while, she's like, and here's a little bit extra as a tip.
I think that's probably why he tolerates Kaya, like, threatening him, is he knows that Kaya's gonna come back in later and be like, I'm sorry.
This is Kaya buying, what was it that, Martin Luther was like,
what?
The thing that the church was selling, like, the tickets to get into heaven.
Oh my gosh.
This is Kaya just, like, paying her, like, dues.
I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
Look, she appreciates him, okay?
This is like, Kaya, I've done a bad thing. I must
Yeah.
give money to charity to redeem myself.
I'm very, very sorry about how I threatened you. Please don't be mad.
Hey, Riley, Mooney said that he's also sending for Jerusalem's cousins.
Yes.
When are they supposed to arrive?
He did not say in the letter. He just says he had already sent for them.
Okay.
And that you were expected to provide them backup, meaning they're probably already there once you arrive.
Yeah, just wondering. Because I know, like, we were gonna arrive earlier than expected, so, like, I didn't know if we'd have to be waiting around for them. Yeah. Does Jag accept our offer? Or our request?
With Kaya dropping 20 gold as an apology, and you all paying the prices necessary for this, it's 4 days away to Shadowhorn. He knows he can probably do business there. He squints and then says, "We will be leaving at the end of the day.
Perfect.
Customary greetings to you."
Customary greetings.
Jag nods. He goes to start pack up his bag and probably get his things that he will need to defend himself.
Yeah.
If it goes
Yeah.
like how it went last time.
I don't think there's anything else we want to do.
Yeah, is there anything else we, need to go shopping for? I mean,
No.
I'm not gonna buy a healing potion for a town. That's more for, a dungeon thing.
Yeah, I don't think I need anything. I got my 4 rations.
Well,
Okay.
if there's nothing else we need to do, shall we get on
no.
the boat?
Yeah.
Hang around the docks until it's the end of the day, and we go.
Sure. Okay. So you guys sail off. So here's how this is gonna go. Since it's a 4-day journey, I'm going to need 4 survival checks.
Oh, Jesus.
Each or in all?
Just 1 per day. Anyone can make them, though, that wants to.
What is that based off of?
Survival is wisdom.
I don't have
well,
great
we
wisdom.
we can all do 1, and then just based off that, someone could do the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that idea. So we all roll once, and then...
You could also
whoever did the
ask
best.
Jag to roll.
Sure,
We
Jag
were
can
already
roll 1.
asking him for so much.
Jag is really rather put upon, which I think is very funny.
Plus wisdom.
Okay, so
Oh, well...
I got a 16.
Good! That's amazing. I'm
Yeah.
so happy.
Okay, Lois got a 16
Day
for
1.
theirs.
Day 1 goes well.
You know what?
Rowan, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Do you want me to continue rolling?
Who would you like to roll for the 4th day?
Lois, please.
Okay, Lois, roll 1 more time.
I got a 14.
Oh my god, I'm so mad. I wanted to test my dice just to make sure it wasn't weighted bad, and I just got a nat 20. I'm so mad. And just got a nat 1.
Can I roll con to see if Lois gets motion sickness?
Yeah, roll a con save. So, I'm sorry, we got a 16, a 14, a 6, and a 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Lois, I would like you to roll 2 D100s.
Well, fuck. Okay.
For yours, real quick. Let me real quick.
Roll 2 D100s. Okay. That's not...
Wait, why is Lois rolling 2 D100s?
For Lois's 2 survival checks.
Okay. The first one is a 56.
Okay, one moment. Kaya, roll a D100.
Oh, okay, we're also rolling them.
Yes.
72.
Kaya got 72. What did Jeruselem get?
For the Constitution?
For the
D100.
D100 roll.
Oh, D100.
Mhm.
I was rolling a D20. Hold on. So, am I rolling 2 dice or just the one?
You're rolling the D10 and the
And
one that's also technically a D10, but it's a D100. You
yeah,
roll both of those.
rolling, but I just wanted to check because I knew there was the D100, but then there's also the 100 percentile.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got a 80.
Okay. Whew. Let me just double check what all of these are.
And Riley, tell me when you need the second number for me.
Yeah, how about you give me that second number right now?
74.
74.
Okay, and let me do the con save. So the con save is just Constitution modifier.
Yeah, just roll a Constitution check.
That is an 8. Lois is violently sick.
Lois is vomiting over the side.
As you're vomiting over the side, you see some stuff in the water.
Oh yeah, no, his hair pulled up into a ponytail because now it's shorter. It's not as long, so it can only go in a ponytail.
Incredible. And let me just see that last one. Whew. That is bad. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just close this Amtia Marketplace tab because we're not gonna need that anymore.
For a little while.
I am unhappy.
Why?
Because we're about to fight like 4 monsters or whatever.
See?
You sure did roll bad on day 2 and 3, huh?
Yeah.
Lois is the only one that got successes, and Lois rolled for day 1 and day 4, which is very funny. Okay, so you all get onto Jag's ship, which is probably named just the Jag's ship, and you take off. You're sailing along down south along the coast. You pass that Inn Cove, which is where the Onash Slovesh laboratory was, and you're sailing along towards for Limlung, and then you're gonna round the peninsula and come back up until you get to the river area where your ship won't be able to fit, so you have to do that last day by foot.
We spot like a hand crawling out of the laboratory, and we're like, didn't see that. Just gonna ignore that.
So as you're sailing away, Lois, you unfortunately come down with some pretty bad seasickness. You are vomiting over the edge.
Yep.
Just
that
terribly.
Whole
Oh, that's why he's good for the first and last day. The first day, kind of okay. Second and third day, vomiting. Fourth day, kind of recovered.
I have to pull up a thing I did not think I would have to pull up.
Oh boy.
I don't like that.
May I perhaps roll again?
Do you have a thing that lets you roll again?
No.
It's called a husband.
I have a loving husband who would never do me wrong.
But you see, honey, I didn't do you wrong. You did yourself wrong.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Okay. I would like someone to roll a d10 for me.
Who?
Anyone.
Do you guys?
I'm willing to roll it. I've got a die.
Okay.
Anything added to it?
Nope. Just a d10.
Alright, that's a 5.
Okay. So, Lois, you are just hurling over the edge. You are so seasick and so miserable. And you're just like vomiting, and as you are vomiting over the edge, you see a body floating in the water.
Oh Jesus! You hear a big
vomit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you hear a very garbled scream, just and just followed.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Lois, I would like you to roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay, sounds understandable. Uh-oh! It's a 9.
Okay, you know that this figure is made out of wood.
Oh. I don't know if that's more or
It's
less
a mannequin.
concerning.
They are humanoid shaped, made out of like nice wood, and has finely articulated joints with like metal circlets placed around where the joints and like knuckles and things would be, and they are wearing a green cloak, and their head, which is also wooden, has like a fine resin over their head, but on the sides you see 2 branches of wood that just like weren't cut or shaved off or anything growing off, so it almost looks like they have antlers, and they're just floating face down in the water.
How far from the boat would you say this is?
Pretty close. Like, Lois could probably vomit on them if they wanted.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, I have a net. I can throw that out and reel them in.
You can
Okay.
still do that. Lois is still not having a great time.
Kaya rushes over to the
Kaya
side.
comes over and sees it. It's like, whoa!
Yeah, because here's a more garbled sound than Lois's casual vomiting that has been going on for the past few days.
Yeah. Honestly, Kaya's probably also been keeping an eye on you to make sure you don't die.
Or fall over.
Exactly.
Lois would prefer it at this point.
Oh,
Make a attack roll.
no. Alright. That's plus my strength.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
You toss your net over this thing. I would like you to make a strength check to reel in whatever this is.
Okay. Am I adding my skill proficiency to this?
Do you have... I guess this can count as athletics, so if you have proficiency in athletics, yes.
15.
Yeah, so you pull this guy up over the edge and onto the boat. And what you see is this guy is a wooden warforged, whose, like, eye plates are closed. And it just is a wooden kind of mannequin-looking warforged, who has these branch-like antlers, a green cloak. He's not holding on to anything. You assume, maybe it. You don't know if that's rude. But it's, like, not carved in any way that would, like, suggest a more effeminate figure or form. And it's...
You know how I was just saying, when would we meet more machines? I'm mad at you.
You rolled this guy on an encounter table. I didn't do anything.
Oh my gosh.
This is on you.
The coincidence, though.
I'm so mad. Kaya's thinking about how she didn't prepare any of the clockwork spells.
And it looks like he's made entirely out of wood. He doesn't have anything on him. Just a green coat.
Does the cloak look like it's of any worth?
No.
What? Hey,
It has been waterlogged. That would not be,
Just wondering.
Kaya's not sure how to handle this, but for now, she's going to treat it like another person and just be like, hello? Excuse me, are you alright? And just kind of pat the cheek a little, shake the shoulder, check for a heartbeat, question mark?
It sure doesn't have any of that. If you would like to make a medicine check, feel free. An arcana check I would also accept.
None of those I have.
so whichever one has the higher stuff. Unless they both use the same stat.
Yeah, what's Arcana and Wisdom?
Arcana is intelligence.
Medicine is...
Medicine is wisdom.
Yeah.
I guess I'll try and do a medicine. I don't have medicine, though, so Wisdom is nice. So that's a 4.
You roll a 4?
Yep.
So yeah, shaking this mannequin does not seem to bring it back up.
Gee, it's almost like it's a somewhat... not inanimate per se, but it's not...
Cure wounds? Question mark?
If you want to use Cure Wounds or Lay on Hands, feel free. Just tell me how much you heal.
Yeah, it's the first day. We can... There's a long rest. I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Sure.
It's 1d8 plus my spell casting. Do I need to do that?
Yeah, please.
Plus my spell casting modifier. That was Wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 3 health.
3 health? Okay, you kind of send a surge of healing magic.
Oh no! This spell has no effect on constructs.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nope. Never mind.
Nothing happens.
Yeah. Upsetty. Do we have any dirt? Just kinda...
What?
It's a plant. It seems to be growing horns. Maybe stick its feet in some dirt.
Or maybe some non-salt water? Because salt...
Is that
wait.
racist?
I do have lay on hands. I forgot that was I was looking at my spells, but this is up in my other paladin stuff.
Does that
Do
do
you
anything?
work on... It doesn't... Oh, shoot! It also doesn't work on constructs.
Yeah, these are healing, not like... This isn't like the repair spell. This is healing.
It's not the... It's not the cantrip.
I'm trying, okay?
Maybe... I would say Lois probably just goes... Maybe... Stick his feet in some clean water or something. And you just hear more vomiting.
Can I roll insight to figure out what we're doing?
Sure. Kaya, roll insight.
She's trying so hard.
Cool. I'm
Can
trying
I
so
roll
hard.
perception to look around the boat as well?
Yeah, sure, Jerusalem. You can roll perception to look around the boat.
Oh, good. That's better. Plus... So that's another 15.
Okay. So this looks like it's a Warforged from Libitina, but it looks like it's of unique design. From what you know of Warforged, that like you just had Onosh Sloves's like messages talking about them. They would be like made out of wood and metal. This is a all wooden Warforged that has like growing branches on the side of its head, and it's, if you know, like Warforged are from Libitina, so it is on the entire other side of the continent.
Oh, wow. It floated quite a while.
I
Does it
rolled a comp 20.
Okay, what are you looking for exactly, Jerusalem?
Jerusalem's trying to figure out where it might have come from, if there's like any more around, that sort of thing.
With a 20, you would know that it floated,
Am I like studying the currents to see which way it might have come from?
you kind of like look at where, like, how it bumped into the boat. You know that it would have come from, like, north from where you are, so it looks like it came from the peninsula, you would think. Or maybe it got thrown off somewhere a little bit higher up, but it probably went into the ocean and the current carried it out till it hit your boat. It probably drifted by Xandria at one point.
I think... I don't know how Lois is going to be able to help, considering I'm the only one from Libitina. And I want to try to help, but I also am just very violently sick.
Does it have, like, any... Not injuries, but, like, is it damaged in any visible way?
It looks like worn and kind of beat up and waterlogged, but besides that, there's no clear, obvious damage.
Yeah, I don't know how much extra water Jag has, but I guess Kaya's got a water skin, so I guess she's gonna kind of use that to try and rinse off as much of the salt water as she can. Maybe that'll help, because it's wood.
Sure.
She's like looking for a mouth to pour the water into.
She's just like, I think...
Like, you would wash wounds, but this thing doesn't have wounds, but it's made of wood, and wood doesn't like salt water.
That is true. And I imagine Lois probably being sick is like, let me get a closer look. And then can I roll history? I would, since I am from Libitina?
Maybe.
I'm from Libitina?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are from Libitina.
I've also got a blanket, so I'm gonna try start drying it off.
Yeah, so... that is a 12.
So with a 12, you know basic stuff about what Warforged are. So you sure do know that Warforged are, like, basically sentient, golem people made out of, like, fine wood and metal that was invented by Saint Velestine, a long, long time ago, during, like, the war, and directly after, pretty much, from the Calamity. At this point, they are integrated members of the Batina Society, and, while production of them has slowed down significantly because it's not as easy to mass produce them as it was when Felestine was alive, every once in a while, like, some mages are able to, like, kick up the factory and make a couple more, and can sometimes even make some for specialized purposes. Like, this Warforged we're going to make very good at magic, or this Warforged we're going to build with gun arms, like that sort of thing.
Gun arms?
Gun arms.
And with that, Lois probably is able to barely just get that out before proceeds to continue vomiting. Just
Probably dry heaving now.
a little bit, it depends.
I'm sure you've been vomiting the entire way here. You've got to have run out of stuff to vomit at this point.
You can vomit stomach acid. It's not fun, but you can vomit it.
Yeah, but that's closer to dry
Yeah.
heaving. There's nothing to get out except a little bit of acid.
Yeah, and he's not having a great time. He feels really gross.
Yeah. Kaya's trying so hard to tend to it, but doesn't know how. Can I scare it away? I've got a tinder box.
Kaya, roll insight on yourself real quick.
They're like, how much of an
Roll
idiot
insight,
are you?
Kaya.
It's like, how much of an idiot is Kaya at this moment?
I just want to check. Insight was intelligence, right?
Insight is wisdom.
Oh, okay. Well, +1, thank you. That's a 19.
Oh, shit.
One, you don't think that attempting to intimidate an unconscious creature would be effective. Two, you think threatening an unconscious body would probably be morally wrong in some sort of way. And three, you think if you set an unconscious wooden person on fire, it probably would just burn up like firewood, huh?
Yeah.
So basically, with a 19, what you grasp is that is a monumentally bad idea.
You guys just see Kaya have a thought, think about it a moment, and then just kind of dissociate.
Like, what this?
What we've learned so far in the campaign is that Kaya does things on impulse when she's anxious.
Yes.
Yeah, which is kind of funny considering she's a paladin of the knowledge god.
Look, she's open to learning a lot. She
Listen.
loves to learn.
Knowledge does not always mean making the right decision.
Oh my god, Kaya has ADHD.
Oh, that probably makes sense. Kaya's just like, impulse time.
Really wants to learn, is super
Kaya hyperfocuses
empathetic about
on
learning,
everything.
but also does things spur of the moment.
That's a moot, though.
I get it. It happens.
Yeah,
A mood.
I love this. One moment. Just gotta add ADHD to Kaya's personality.
ADHD is not a personality trait, Jamie.
It's still a defining
It
trait.
is a very... It does affect your
And
entire
it feels better to put it there than under flaws.
Yeah.
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 Especially because it's probably the reason that she's osmosis aligned.
Yeah, probably. She wants to learn. Doesn't mean she...
Wants to learn, but also wants to travel. Can't sit still.
I was also gonna say, hard to focus on stuff. That's probably why she got antsy.
Yeah.
Just, there's only some...
Wow. I can't believe I just figured out everything about Kaya.
Everything. That's everything, yep.
I figured it all out.
Sure. Alright, does anyone else want to do anything with this wooden man you pulled out of the sea?
How do we fix
I kind of...
a sentient wooden golem?
I think Lois, who's dry heaving now, probably just stumbles over and tries to smack it awake, like, yo, wake up!
Roll a medicine check.
Medicine as in smack and smack.
What is a medicine check?
Wisdom.
I'm sorry. I just find this the funniest shit.
While Kaya is gently wrapping this
No,
thing
that's
in
a
a
7.
blanket, making sure it's
That's a
okay, she
7.
gives it a little kiss on the cheek, and then you just smack him.
That's a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
You smack it and you hurt your hand.
Yeah. I figured. He's like, what? I hate this.
Okay, does anyone else have any thoughts about what they would like to do with the wooden man, or are we going to move on? Because it seems like we've stalled out of ideas,
Yeah.
and your roles have not been treating you well.
We're trying to figure
I
out
think
what it does.
at this point, Kaya's just going to be taking care of it throughout the trip, so probably, I guess, do a medicine check every day on it.
Sure. So, let me roll a Constitution save for my friend here that you've pulled out of the water. Oh, yeah, good enough. So later that day, while you've all gone about your business, Kaya, you've moved this wooden boy over to the side and you've given him a blanket. You've done your best to dry him off. His eyes kind of like open, his wooden eyelids open like portcullises, where they kind of like shunk, as they open up from the center outwards instead of like normal eyelids. And then after a moment, green lights kind of flicker on, and then like a couple green lights light up across the body, and it starts to help himself up.
System reboot.
Yeah, Kaya goes over. Tentatively, please do not hurt.
Where am I?
You are on... is it just Jag's boat or Jag's ship?
Jag's very good boat.
Jag's very good boat.
That's what it's named.
Alright. You are on Jag's very good boat?
Huh.
Does it just say
Yeah.
Yes, it is an odd name. We're on our way to wherever we're going. We're headed towards Shadowhorn.
Towards Shadowhorn?
Yes.
Excellent. That is my destination as well. My name is Barkley.
Riley?
My name is Kaya.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Kaya. I do not know how long I was unconscious. I was knocked unconscious and I believe thrown into the ocean.
Yes, we did find you early this morning. It's almost evening now.
I would ask what day it is, but Riley hasn't finished the calendar, so we wouldn't get any valuable information from that.
I feel like Lois, who's nibbling on some, like, kind of like crackers, because that's, like, one of the few things his stomach can handle right now, just goes, why are you so far from Libitina?
Oh, I was following a message from my god. Someone had desecrated a temple to Sylph near Shadowhorn, and I was sent to go deal with it.
Oh, Sylph, that's, yeah, I worked with Sylph a good bit. What happened to the temple?
I do not know. All I know is that it has been desecrated and ruined in some way, and it is asked of me that I should go and provide what assistance I can.
Alright, if we got any time, I will help.
Excellent. If you said you were headed your way toward Shadowhorn anyway. Fantastic. I was coming here with a companion, Timaeus, a moth folk. Did you happen to see Timaeus in the water?
There was
No.
no one else in the water. I would know I stumbled upon you.
I would know I rolled a 23.
Can I make a history check for 8 hours ago?
I mean, Jerusalem already rolled a perception
I was
check
also
to see if
gonna
there was
say,
anything else,
Lois
so.
was the one that found the dude in the
Yeah.
water.
Sure.
So that's why I was like, Lois knows because I found a dude in the water.
Yeah. I'm afraid we didn't see anyone else.
We make up a small adventuring guild called the Free Spirits.
Oh.
But I suppose if Timaeus is not here, then
Well, hopefully everything is alright. If it really comes down to it, I can help. I know that it would definitely please Sylph to know that looking for one of her new children.
are you also a follower of Sylph?
Yes, that is why I volunteered to help.
Ah, how fortuitous. It walks over to Lois and it shakes. He shakes your hands.
Lois goes, hello. That is a rather friendly greeting. Lois is not being. This is the first time Lois hasn't been flirty, mainly because Lois feels very sick.
Yeah.
So he goes, so yeah, it would help. I will be glad to help in any way I can in regards to locating one of Sylph's children.
Ah,
Mentally, Lois is like, don't look at me, I look awful.
Lois kind of can't help it. At least his hair was pulled back so he doesn't have, like, vomit in his hair and stuff.
It's like the rarity, what are you wearing? It's stress couture, darling.
It's just... Honestly.
That's, oh my gosh, Lois is just rarity.
Stop!
No.
Cursed. All of you.
It's accurate.
so, Jag comes down and goes, this is going to take an additional 12 gold.
We're not paying his way, are we?
Do you have 12 gold? It looks at Barkley. Barkley looks down at its body, and it says, I appear to have been stripped of all of my belongings.
I will pay for his way if I need to.
If
The
I...
voice, I'd say, just goes, Jag, we pulled him out of the water. It's not like he was a paying customer. This was someone who was literally left for dead.
Jag squints slowly and goes, I will count the tree man as luggage. And walks away.
And Lois goes, whispers, I'm so sorry for him. I apologize. He doesn't know social skills.
Barkley shakes their head and goes, that's all right. I am an adventurer. I can pay off that 12 gold by working for you for a bit, if that can cover my payment.
You can ask.
Where exactly is your guild located?
It was originally located in Ritusa's wilderness, but we had been asked to do some jobs in the ruins of Orchard, and then after that we'd been asked to move and do something in North South Valley, and we'd just been kind of wandering around doing some odd jobs for people, and every once in a while we receive visions from Sylph. We're not really based out of anywhere.
Well, let's go talk to Jag about you paying that off by working. He'll probably appreciate another set of hands helping with maintaining the boat.
I meant for you
Us?
all. I don't mean to pry, but looks at the elf, the centaur paladin, and the human in grayscale for some reason. I assume you're also an adventuring guild of some form as well?
Yes, but we have a gig and it's not exactly, public.
I can just work for 12 days. That ought to cover my boat tab, and we're going towards the same way anyway.
That would be helpful. We don't have to specify what we're doing. Just working around, keeping a little help here.
Oh, let them stay. We can help them find their friend, and we can take care of them until they're ready. And if we decide that you are a good asset, we can think about looking at Jeruselem, maybe letting them stay if they wanted.
Kaya gets a crush on the fucking Chuck thing.
None of this is coming out of the Braid's money pool.
No. I promised to work for free for 12 days until my passage has been paid off. And then if I haven't found Timaeus, then... And if you don't want me around, then I guess I can work my way back up the continent.
And I will say maybe I keep in somewhat contact with Sylph. I can possibly have something
Kaya
to do.
Kaya just pulls Jeruselem aside and is like, Jeruselem, look, if we hire someone, they can get us more money on the side while we are doing other jobs, and we take part of the cut.
That's fine, but he cannot work on this gig in particular.
We'll be working for free on this gig.
Really don't like the idea of that. This is my family. I would not want it to be messed up by someone I have not vetted yet.
You know what? That's fair.
So, I will say, Barkley is... I've made a list of random adventurers that you might encounter and have the opportunity to hire in the future, and
God, someone roll for Timaeus.
Because of the successful survival check on Lois's part, then Lois rolled the D100, which landed on Encounter a Stranded Adventurer, and then I had you roll a D10 to see what adventure you landed on, and you landed on 5, which is Barkley, a Warforged druid who serves Sylph.
That's beautiful. I love Barkley.
I just want to know, is Timaeus on that list?
Timaeus is also on the list.
Good.
We gotta roll for Timaeus.
Timaeus, Barkley would give you this information. Timaeus is a Mothfolk warlock of the Archfey. Well, at least is once his level reaches that.
Baby!
And Timaeus gets their magic powers from Sylph.
From their mom! They get their magic power from their mom! Mm-hmm. That's adorable. I love that.
Yeah. So Jeruselem has kind of decided he doesn't want Barkley working on this one in particular, but he's fine if Barkley wants to pay them back for the passage, and possibly find other gigs for them, or, be a connection in the future. Just this one in particular, he's like, it's my family.
Yeah.
I have 2 other people I know I can trust on this. This is a random stranger who may not stay with us after this. I do not want him on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say I kind of stumbled over this earlier because I was thinking about Barkley and I accidentally said it out loud. But Barkley goes by he, him. I just kind of stumbled over saying he, and I was like, you assume he. There's no way to tell. And then I kind of tried to backtrack my way into it's, but that's, neither here nor there. Barkley is a level 1 druid.
Oh, he baby!
Oh, yeah.
Little peek behind the DM screen. How I'm going to be handling hirelings and additional adventure party members is basically their level is going to be determined as half of the party's level. So when you guys hit level 4, they'll be level 2. When you guys hit level 6, they'll be level 3, etc. This is how I'm going to handle it at first. I'm probably going to give you other ways of leveling up your buddies, and maybe some buddies you bring on will be closer to your guys' level, etc. But for now, Barkley and Crumpet, who I'm counting as your hirelings, are both level 1 adventurers. Barkley is a druid, Crumpet is a fighter.
Crumpet is a fighter?
Crumpet is a fighter.
We said this multiple times.
Yeah.
So, level 1 fighter and a level 90 butler. He's multi-classing.
Mark Experience listeners, it's end credits time. I know you love hearing this part, but I like to remind you guys that you can find us on Tumblr, Instagram, and even TikTok. And if you like to buy the music, you can buy it all at markexperience.bandcamp.com. We also have a constantly growing collection of merch at redbubble.com/people/mark-experience, where you can buy posters and shirts and stickers and all that. If you want to support your favorite editor and musician, you can head over to my Ko-fi account at ko-fi.com/JamieRemy. That's spelled JAMIEREMY. Mark Experience can be located basically anywhere podcasts exist now, so you can listen wherever's easiest. See you next episode!